All right, so we're here today watering the greens again. These are some volunteers right here, believe that or not. They just volunteered up. Over here some fresh ones I just planted, and then back over there is all the older greens, and they look really good too. And then right here, of course, we got a little asparagus. My wife loves asparagus, so she's got a little asparagus coming on here. It takes a long time for asparagus. Asparagus takes about 2 years before you can even harvest it, but then it lasts pretty much for years and years after. Greens are different. These are mustard greens, you can tell. These are pretty. These are actually, the ones that you see right here are volunteers. They were just volunteered, which is really cool. There's a volunteer right there, big one. And those are seeds that were left over from last year that had fell off the plants, and we let it basically seed out. And then, but over there is the ones that the seeds I bought, Florida broadleaf, and just put them out over there on that side. But today, what I want to talk to you about is the pile theory. I don't know if you know what the pile theory is, but I want to tell you what it is. And what I look at is the pile theory is if someone is trying to give you advice on something, then you ask yourself, should I listen to this person or not? And how do you know if you should listen to them? Well, you use the pile theory. The pile theory basically means that if they're trying to give you advice, let's say on money, and they say, yeah, I want to tell you how to spend your money or invest your money. You say, okay, you look at their pile of money and you look at your pile of money. If your pile of money is already bigger than theirs, then you don't need to listen to them. Same way, let's say training. Gun training is a good example. You get people all the time come out that can tell you how to do it better, how to draw and shoot faster, how to draw and shoot cleaner, how to do it perfect. But you say, hey, okay, so draw and shoot that target, and we're going to time you and see what your time is. And it takes them a second and a half to shoot the target, and you're already shooting it at under a second. Then the truth is they need to be listening to you instead of you listening to them. You don't need to learn how to shoot slower or less accurate. You need to learn from someone that is better than you. Learn from people that are better than you at what you do, and you'll always get better. So that's the pile theory. So I always encourage people, before you go take a bunch of training from somebody, just ask them to demonstrate what they want you to do, what they're telling you to do. And if they don't know what they're doing, they won't be able to demonstrate it very well. You want to learn from people that can do, not people that just can teach. That's so important, especially on gun training. The first part of gun training is safety. You want them to teach you, and there's not just, they'll say, oh, there's only 4 basic steps. There's a lot more than 4 basic steps. If you want to look at some other videos, I go into that in depth. But there's a lot more than 4 basic steps to gun training, to safety. And then the next thing is stance, grip, draw, and then the next thing is handling. How you should handle the gun, how you should present the gun, how you should pull it from the holster and present it to the target, things like that. And then, of course, the 4th thing is the actual drills that you do. If you just stand at a gun range and you just shoot straight at a gun range and you don't draw and you don't work on your clothing and how you carry it and all that kind of, you just stand there and shoot 1, 2, over and over and over all day. A lot of people I see shooting, they're teaching their wife or kids, and they ain't working on stance or nothing. They're just sitting there and shooting, and it looks terrible because they got their shoulders all arched back, they're leaning back, their stance sucks. The gun is recoiling so bad it's about to hit them in the forehead. I mean, it really says that you're not getting any training, you're just wasting your time. Yeah, you're learning how to pull the trigger and you're learning how to put it on target. I understand that. But you're not really learning how to operate with a weapon. So I want to encourage you to use the pile theory when you're out learning from somebody on anything. Like I said, whether it's softball, shooting, farming, whatever you're wanting to do, find somebody that's doing it better and can demonstrate it. If somebody's out there telling you how to grow greens and you go, man, show me your green garden. And they're like, well, I ain't never really grew them. I could just tell everybody how to do things. Okay. All right, then practice shutting up. You know? Anyway, I just want to talk to you about the pile theory, get you guys thinking, and before you go and sign up for these people that probably couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag, but yet they're a karate instructor or whatever. So, hey, how many fights have you been in? You know? How many asses have you whipped? What have you done? I mean, tell me about your experience. I want to know who I'm learning from. You know, I want to learn from somebody that gets in a cage and fights every day. I want to learn from somebody that knows what they're doing. I want to learn from somebody, if I'm shooting a bow and arrow, I want to learn from somebody that's killing deer every year with a bow and arrow. Or can shoot, demonstrate it. Show me, you know. Anyway, go out and make yourself, your family, your fellow warrior better.